to my channel. My name is Amber and this is Amber Next Door. Thank you so much for joining me again today and coming to my channel. Before we get started in today's topic and video, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Amber Next Door neighborhood, and just stick around forever. Hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts about this topic today. If you are a part of something like this already, I would love to hear your feedback. And yeah, I made sure I asked everyone to be a part of this conversation today because it can involve everybody, no matter if you're a guy, if you're a girl. We all can come together as one and talk about this topic. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, so yeah, today's topic is period poverty. And if you never heard that phrase, if you never heard that saying before, it's basically the issue of young ladies, older ladies not having access to period hygiene products. The tampons, their pads, things of that nature. They just don't have access to it. And honestly, I'm ashamed because I never really thought too much about this topic as much as I should have, especially with what I want to do with my platform. I've never been too much active in the situation. I've always kind of thought about it and be like, ugh. But it was just like the other day, like when I was on my cycle, and I'm just like, yo, I'm really blessed to be able to just have access to, for one, clean water. That's an issue in other countries, and even in Michigan, Flint, Michigan, that's an issue. And I'm just like, I'm really blessed to have that. I'm really blessed to have my different options. I don't know if you guys already watched my hygiene video for my period 101 survival video, but I have all these different options just at reach. And then there's so many thousands and millions of girls who are literally skipping school because they don't have access to that. I was just researching before I was preparing for this video this week. I think it's about 1 in 5 school-age girls who miss school every month because of their period. Can you imagine? Like, first of all, my period, I don't know about you guys, but my period lasts for 7 days. If I'm missing a week of school each and every month, that's a problem. And I think, when I was researching, I think the number was around 20. The average woman has a period for 25, a little over 2,500 days of their life. That's about 7 years total, almost. And that's ridiculous. So that's gonna cause young girls to graduate late and probably drop out because they feel like, you know, what's the point of even finishing school and things like that. That's a real big issue. I was also, you know, researching, not even at home, because at first I was like, no, this has to be a global thing, like there must be girls in other countries, but no, guys, this is happening right here. And I think it was a big issue in Tennessee also. But people in our communities, young women in our communities, and their mothers, this is a big thing. Like, they don't have access to what we have access to. Well, some of us, we don't have access to the funds, because at the end of the day, it's expensive. I think pads, what brand, on brand was about, they run from like $7 and up, and probably like $5 and up. But people, you know, women have different flows. Some are heavier on certain days. Sometimes they last longer. If you got a health issue going on, you're gonna need all of these things for yourself, and they don't have access to it. I was also researching in different countries like India, the UK in particular. Like, wow, the percentage, I don't even remember the percentage right now. I'll probably link some of this stuff down below. But it's flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted when I was reading this. I also remember when I was an undergrad, an organization came to speak with us about women not having access to clean water. And a lot of times, I don't know if you guys know, in a lot of different countries, the young girls are responsible for going to find clean water, carrying these heavy things for miles, like carrying heavy buckets of water for miles and missing school, while the young men get to, you know, be educated and, you know, get their future started. This is a huge issue that I feel like not enough light get shined on. I always see the different always commercials and the Tampax commercials with girls, you know, just running and playing sports and things like that, when actually I personally feel like there should be more commercials about this issue, the period poverty issues, worldwide. It should be showing girls missing school and showing parents not being able to afford it. There are families who are of lower income who do get assistance when it comes to food, so like using their EBT card and WIC. That's not allowed. Like, you cannot use your EBT card for luxury items. And if you guys didn't know, tampons, anything for your menstruation, that's considered a luxury tax. And yeah, you're not allowed to use that along with, it's put right in there with the cigarettes and the alcohol, which is insane to me. Like, guys, we as women, this is something that we can't control. Like, this is it's part of our bodies. We do this every month. It's how we populate this earth, and it's pretty upsetting, and it's sad. Luckily, there are so many different ways we can get involved. I myself in particular, but I still have so much to learn about this because I really want to start my own chapters to end period poverty, and you know, have people, you know, donate items to me so that I can disperse them the way I want to. It's crazy because at my job, in every single bathroom now, there's free tampons and pads galore, and I'm just, all I can think about is like, yo, low-key, we don't need this. We have jobs. We're able to buy our own sanitary napkins and tampons and wipes and keep ourselves clean. This honestly should be in different women's shelters in our communities. It should be in public bathrooms, so when women who are homeless go to these different public venues, they're able to wash up and clean themselves and, you know, have fresh items. Girls who lower income families and women who just do not have access to these items, they're using old socks, they're using rags, they're ripping up t-shirts, they're using toilet paper to capture the flow. And can you guys, already on your period, you know how you feel on your period. You feel disgusting. You just want to be, I know for me, I just want to be clean and squeaky clean and dry, and just, I literally pack my purse with like a whole bunch of stuff, because I know, you know, this is just my normal, every month I'm just like, yeah, this is me. No, there are women who are like, okay, let me stretch this one pad out, and that's causing infections. And especially, you guys know about tampons and toxic shock syndrome, TSS. You know, the issues on that, and then I'm pretty sure they don't have access to health care. So it's just a really bad situation that I feel like we need to talk about a little bit more. And I want to get really involved with this. I want to get you guys in the neighborhood involved on this issue, because oh my goodness, you guys, if you just do a little Google search and do what I did, you will definitely see the millions of women who are at loss every single month, and they're just probably free bleeding. If they're homeless, they're just unclean. And even though that time of the month is for your body to clean itself, okay, like the physical part, you're just not clean. Always is a brand I use. Let me show you guys my feminine care box, because every month I get different items for my period. I have pads, I have tampons, I do menstrual cups, and the brand I use I'll talk about shortly, but I do have a video on my hygiene, so you guys can definitely look in that video. It'll be attached after this video at the end card. I hope I remember. Sometimes I forget to add that at the end, but always. And I wish I had this video out in March, because that was, you know, Women's Month, and always was promoting something for Women's Month, but it's something that they have going all the time. Always is definitely a proud supporter of period poverty, and they're trying to get pads out throughout the world. So yeah, when you go to Walmart, Target, I think it was like Food Lion or BJ's, anything like that, if you buy a pack of pads, they are donating a percentage of that, or honestly just sponsoring a young woman's period. I want to say they're like $4.97, $5. If you guys can, whenever you're out, when it's that time of the month, try to just buy one extra one. Literally just one extra one. Drop it off at a church, drop it off at a women's shelter. Just Google, you know, if you're younger, ask your parents to help you with that, and help them, you know, just drop it off. Drop it off. If you have a little bit more money, definitely create like a period kit. Like, you can buy one of these and fill it up with different period products. For me, on my period, I like the options. I also like to have wipes available just for that extra cleanliness. It's just, when we, as women, when we're clean, and especially on our periods, if we are clean and dry, we just feel like we can breathe a little more. We feel a little bit more human and not so like, you know, especially in school. Oh my goodness, like having my period in school was just, oh my gosh. I just did not like having a period, and I was just always embarrassed and just, I would worry about people could hear me in the bathroom. But now I'm just like, no, we need to talk about this, because girls are not coming to school and people aren't going to work, and people literally are just like, their whole lives are affected by this. It's something that they can't control. We can't control our periods, guys. We just can't. Also, you guys don't always have to get the Always brand. A lot of times I get the Off brand. This is the Equate version of the Always brand. And there's, you guys know, there's just so many different kinds you can buy with different flows. Now they have the nice charts that tell you guys the sizes. So again, if you can, try to get various sizes, because there's young girls, there's teenagers, there's mothers, there's just women of all different shapes and sizes. So try to do that. Tampons, of course, some women do use tampons. They're not my favorite thing to use, but again, it's an option. And I also have the menstrual cups that I share with you guys. I use the soft cup brand. I don't use a Diva cup. I like these because, one, of all the benefits they have, and again, if you just watch my other video on my period 101 survival, you guys will see why I use these. Like, I love them so much. But yeah, just try if you can when you're at the store, even Dollar Tree. Oh my god, yeah, Dollar Tree has feminine products. Rack up, literally, and just drop it off at a church, a women's shelter. If you're walking on the street, you know how a lot of times, I know I live in the city, well, now I live in the outskirts of the city, but living in DC, I always see people asking for money. I see women at the train station with the signs talking about their families. Literally, just drop it off. Just hand them in a nice, you don't gotta just hand it a pack of pads to them, but you can definitely put it in a discreet bag. It's like, here's for you and your daughters, or just for you. Like, it's really a big issue. You'd be surprised, and they're so expensive, and families are worrying about, you know, their food they're gonna put on the table. Of course, imagine if they have you know, multiple daughters. You already have a mother. Imagine multiple daughters. This is not, sometimes people go through these, more than one pack of these during their period. So it's just something that's really close to my heart right now, and something that I really want to get involved in, and I also want you guys to get involved in. And the reason why I asked men to get involved with this also is because you guys have a huge voice. Men definitely have definitely an advantage in certain situations. So if you're at work and you see that there's only a few different women that work with you, and in your company there's mostly men, this is something that you can get involved with too, and help their voice be heard as well. If you have a channel, if you have a high following on your Instagram, definitely post this on your channel, your page, your Facebook, whatever. Just get the word spread out, because this is something that we all can benefit from. We all have sisters, we all have mothers, we all have nieces, we all have cousins, we have just women all over the place, and we want to support them. So yeah, I'm gonna link down below all the different organizations you guys can get involved with. Always, Girls Inc., On the Dot, just the list goes on. There's also petitions you can sign online. I'm gonna link those down below as well, to end the period tax, and honestly to get free menstrual products in schools and things like that. I think it's Connecticut, New York, and a couple other states that have already passed pass that bill to have that tax ended to make pads and tampons more affordable. But again, this is something that can be done, and my heart goes out to all the women and all the girls that suffer from this. I am so humble, and I didn't realize how much I took this for granted, because I literally every month I'm just like, oh girl, I'm on my period, let me rack up, and I'm never thinking about women who can't even do that, who are literally probably saving and penny pinching just so they can be clean on their period. That's absurd. So yeah, that's just something I hope you guys are gonna be interested in. Definitely get involved with me. I'm definitely gonna be starting my own something. I'm literally brainstorming names to come up with some things we could donate to all the women in my city and different cities, just right here at home in the community, also overseas and things like that of that nature, because this is something that I want to get off the ground. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when Amber Next Door is coming to your door. Comment down below the different ideas you already have, and so we can all get started together as a community in this neighborhood. What else? Hit the like button, share it on your social medias and with your friends and your families, and thank you so much for stopping by. I love you.